Yeah, one last question. What's going to be the format for both that hearing and town meeting? Any glimpses? Anybody have any idea how all this is going to work?
Yeah, the advisory board will probably be the joint with the advisory board and the selectmen will more than likely be a Zoom meeting. Town meeting will physically be in the building. Seating, it gets to be very complicated, but the town clerk's already been over a couple of times. We're right now slated to use Furnace Brook, but I may ask the school committee now that school's over for the rest of the year. We may go into the high school, but in either case, people are going to be seated row by row because you're going to have one person, two empty seats, one person, two empty seats, and then it's the opposite. So the people are sitting in the open space in the next row, and we do that until we fill the place. The clerk estimates that we'll have about 160 seats for actual people to participate, which will be more than ample because on most of our first nights, we get slightly over 300. With the climate that's out there, with the COVID, people are going to be afraid to come out. Only the real diehards will come out. Everyone who's coming in to town meeting will be required to have a face covering on their mouth and nose. As you know, the Board of Health passed that's mandatory starting today. Folks, the police are asking folks, we're going to be in large bags, in big pocketbooks, shopping bags, anything like that. When people check in, the town clerk's working on a system right now. Patrick and I are trying to help her getting some sheets of plexiglass so that people, if they come in and they're coughing and sneezing, even though they're going to have a face covering, we want to make sure that the intake clerks are protected also. We have the whatever building we use, whether high school or the Furnace Brook, we will have it sanitized the day before. That includes everything: seats, bathrooms, hallways, a whole bunch of cleaning supplies for the podium, for the microphones, for the people sitting up on the stage and stuff. We will have to practice social distancing. Patrick and I will have double and triple face coverings on so that we can still whisper to one another and confer professionally. So that's sort of a glimpse of what town meeting will look like.
Michael?
Yes.
This is Yvonne. I'm just going to throw out some thoughts. I mean, you guys have probably already thought about it, but because, I didn't hear it in what you said, the issue of Furnace Brook versus the high school, I would suggest Furnace Brook only because in order to get into the seats at the high school, people will have to walk by other people to get into those seats in the middle because nobody wants to sit in the middle. So, it might be easier to do chairs so you could leave some space between the chairs so people could, not have to walk by multiple people. That'd be one. Two, I would think the chairs would be easier to clean. Aren't the ones at the high school, aren't they padded?
The chemicals that spray or no, so we're not going to incur those kind. We've just cut money from town meeting, Yvonne, so we've got to be very careful. We're in a serious financial crunch.
Okay, all right.
It may be
go ahead.
Abbreviated town meeting to begin with. It may be limited budgetary, capital, things like that. But just so you know, the cleaning spray that comes out of the, they look like Star Wars guns. That does not stain the material whatsoever.
Oh, okay. Okay. Now, last question is, and this would speak to everybody, but specifically the people who were checking in. Is there any opportunity for us to take people's temperature before they even come into the building?
We could do that. Yeah, we could do that.
I would think that would be, just one more layer of that, one protection that wouldn't cost a lot of money if we had those fever things. CVS might even donate them for that matter.
Oh, that's a great suggestion. I will take that to the clerk and the Board of Health.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.